Hey guys, it's Aaron. Want to take a look at a function of a specific version of SketchUp. We are going to take a look at SketchUp Pro 2020.2. So I know every once in a while I launch into something and I show you how to do something and people come back and go, I can't find that in SketchUp Free, or where is that in SketchUp 2016? I'm letting you know right up front, right off the bat, we're looking at SketchUp Pro 2020.2 or newer. So please don't comment. And I know by saying this is going to cause somebody to comment, where is it in 2018? Where is it in SketchUp Free? It's not there. Okay, sorry. Didn't mean to get overworked there. All right, let's take a look at this functionality in SketchUp Pro 2020.2, and that is native welding. We're going to talk about what welding is, why you would use it, and how to do it in SketchUp Pro 2020.2. Okay, so first, let's talk about what welding is. What does it mean? What does it do? How does it work? So here I have what appear to be two circles. If I pick the edge, not the surface, when you go to pick circles or edges, you want to find out information about it. You do have to make sure you pick the edge. If you pick the center, all you're going to see is the information for the face. So how big is the face? If I pick the edge, it's going to come up and tell me it is a circle, how many segments, what the radius is, approximate circumference, that sort of thing is going to show up when I pick the edge. If I come over here to this one right here and I click, I get one edge, one segment shows up, and it tells me that it's just an edge. That's because this circle, however, whatever happened, became exploded. So this is now 24 segments forming a face rather than a circle forming a face. Now, this happens for a variety of different reasons, just the way geometry gets treated and interacted with by other geometry. This happens in models all the time. It's not a huge deal. A lot of times, if this is what I'm doing, I'm not exporting for, CNC or anything like that, I may never even know or care that this has happened. One spot it will show up though is if I do push-pull, and I pull that up. If I pull up this piece over here, I'll notice right away, whoa, that's not the same thing. So I could always come in here and soften and smooth that using the modifier key and the eraser, but it's even smoothing these edges is not going to stop this from being separate pieces. So this is where welding comes into place. I'm going to undo that, and I still need to undo that one, but if I come in here and I select all these edges, so I'm going to do a group select and select all the edges. When I do that, I get the face too. That's okay. Actually, it's not going to hurt anything by having the face selected. I'm going to right click on the surface, and in the right click menu is this Weld Edges command. It is only in the context menu, is only where I right click. It's not up under tools or anything else right now. It's just here, and all I have to do is click it. There's no other UI, nothing else happens. After I do that, if I reselect that, it shows up as a single curve. Now remember, over here I called it a circle. It was drawn in using the circle tool. Once I weld it like this, it's going to call it a curve. Anytime geometry is welded together, it's going to show up as a curve. It's never going to go back to being a circle. I will tell you how many segments there are, what the total length of this curve is, but it's not going to call it a circle, which, I mean, again, for all intents and purposes for what we're doing is perfectly fine. If I need this to be a circle, then I'm probably best off just drawing over it with a circle command and having that instead. Once I do that, now when I push pull, it looks exactly the same because this edge is welded together. So just to touch on that, when I right click and I see that weld, that is the only way to get to it. Let's go look over here at some geometry, and we're going to look at some different ways we could actually pull that command up. So right here I have here's an arc, and then I have a second arc. So backside's the same thing, an arc and an arc. See, they're all arcs. Because they're continuous pieces, they're arcs, when I push pull this, I'm going to see this nice smooth space right here. The only spot I get a line is right here where the two meet. 9 times out of 10, I would probably just grab my eraser and hold on the modifier key, Option to soften and smooth on Mac, Control on Windows, and just get rid of that. Everything will be good. But there are situations where I might want to actually have this joined together as one curve rather than multiple different arcs. Like if I'm using this a bunch of different times, or there's scenarios where that would be the case. So what I can do is I can grab both of them and I can right click and I can say Weld Edges. Now, let's say you got a lot of welding to do and you don't want to keep right clicking and bringing that up. You can assign a shortcut key. So if I go up to the Preferences window, it's under SketchUp on Mac, it's in the Windows menu on Windows. click Preferences and go to Shortcuts. The way I do this, of course, is I just type in the command I want to see. I want to see weld. When I type in weld, nothing shows up. This is a context-specific thing, so what I have to do is I have to select geometry that can cause that menu option to come up. So if I select these two curves, when I right-click, I can see Weld Edges. So now if I go in here, back into Preferences with those two selected, and I type in weld, I'll get this Edit Context Menu Flyout Weld Edges. And here I can come in here and assign that to my W key. Ooh, I already got one on there. How about call it Shift W? There we go. Shift W is going to cause selected geometry to weld now. So now what I can do is, rather than right-clicking and say Weld Edges, I could hit my shortcut key, Shift Weld, and now that's a single curve. And of course, if I push-pull that, that's where I'll get that nice, smooth curve. Now, it is possible to overweld. So if you don't want to get overwelded, watch this. All right, so here I have some geometry. This is just a bunch of straight lines. They're at random angles. If I push-pull this up, I can see this is obviously what I would expect. This is showing up just how I would want that to, I would think. It is possible to weld these angles as well. So if I grab all of this and I hit my shortcut key, or I right-click and click Weld Edges, it will create a new curve. Now obviously you or I look at this and we go, this is not a curve, there's nothing about this that's a curve. In SketchUp, anytime you have welded geometry that's now connected together, it's going to show up called a curve right here. It tells me how many segments, the total length of all the lines. This is a curve. So it doesn't matter that, you know, some of these angles are like less than 45 or less than 90 degrees. None of that matters. Once they're welded together, this is now a curve. And if I push-pull, same thing I saw before, those edges are going to be nice and smooth. I'm not going to get any, even though the shadows are playing funny tricks on me, I don't get vertical lines right here. That is because this was smoothed into a curve, and it knows if you have a curve, you don't extrude the edges when you push-pull. So consider that a warning or a tool to make something unique looking. Your call. Do what you want with that info, but that's how it's going to work. All right, let's look at one last thing over here. So here I have these, I don't know, ping pong rackets. Are they called rackets? Paddles. Ping pong paddles kind of look like. They weren't intended to be that, by the way. So if I look at this, I can see all the geometries exploded. So if I pick one of these edges, it's a little edge, makes perfect sense in a welding example. Both of these look like that. Okay, that's where I'm starting from. Now, let's say, here's a cool functionality of the native weld tool. I can select geometry, totally separate geometries. This geometry over here is separate from this geometry. If I right-click and I say Weld Edges, or I hit my shortcut key, it's going to weld this curve separately from this curve, which is kind of cool. They don't have to be connected. You can have any number of edges. Any of them that are connected will get welded into a curve. Now if I push these up, I get, well, I get kind of my ugly thing from over here where I got these smooth things. So I'm going to undo those push-pulls, and I'm going to undo one more time to undo that weld. So now I'm back to, here's my segments. I'm going to grab this, and then separately select this. So now I have these 22 edges and these 22 edges selected separately, and I can right-click, Weld Edges, and now I see something like this, which is more likely what I want. So my edge is smooth around the circular part, and then I got these breaks, separate segments up here from this curve up here. All that can be done pretty quick and easy with that native weld command. So I hope you like that. Weld has been available before, but it's always been using extensions, and you guys know I love extensions, so this is nothing bad about extensions. It's just a different way to do it, a native way to do it, and there's some nice options in there like having multiple line segments selected and welding automatically. So that stuff is pretty cool. It's pretty easy to do. If you like that, go ahead and click like down below, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. We create several videos a week around here, and you'll be notified of them if you subscribe. Most importantly though, please leave a comment down below. More and more of our content is being derived from comments from viewers like you. We like making these videos a lot, but we like even more when they're showing something you want to see. Thank you.